Welcome back, everybody, to Stardew Valley. Also, hi, Callie. It's raining today. The sky is crying for the fact that I passed out last time on the way back from the mines. But you'll notice I took no energy penalty because, as I've mentioned many a time, when you get a level up, no energy penalty. I did lose a bit of money, though, and I'm hoping to rectify that today. The weather report. It is a one-day enjoyment of rain. The spirits are in good humor. But yet, because it's raining, the temptation is absolutely there to fish and also work on getting that money situation taken care of. But first, let's toss our previous stuff away. Here's the money we lost, and this will always pop up on the 11th, I believe. I lost my favorite axe. If you find it, please return it as soon as possible. I'm having a tough time without it. There's 250 G in it for whoever finds the thing. Robin. So yes, this is an example of a quest that a villager will give you that does not have an expiration date. Again, as I mentioned in the notes before, these are ones that will be sent to you by mail. So there is no time limit for when you can deliver Robin's axe to her. Thankfully, if you're playing along, the axe is always in the same place, so it'll be very easy to find. I'm going to take one potato out specifically so I can sell it. I know that I need to take one to the community center, but I'm probably not going to do that right this instant. We're going to start with planting these. Get some carrots going here. I told you these copper bars don't take too terribly long to process. Drop more of them off. What are we doing here? I don't think there was any other spot for seeds, right? I think it was just those. Unless there's one here. Nope. There's not one behind that scarecrow. It can be a little bit hard to see behind those scarecrows sometimes. Okay, so that's all the plants planted. That is, I mean, technically the crops are already watered. Your pet will stay indoors on days it rains, by the way. But if you care about watering the dog or cat bowl, good news, it's already watered as well. So, at this point on day 11, there is no birthdays. There are no birthdays today. There's no traveling merchant today. This is the point where I would say, if you're not at foraging level 4, you should probably try to get there by this point if you can. The only other big thing is, as usual, go for the forageables with the spring onions, and also get Robin's axe to her. I am conflicted. I think, yeah, we're probably... I'm looking at what I've got here for supplies. I think we're good on copper for a while. I'm going to get the axe and bring it back to Robin, and in doing that, there's going to be another set of copper bars here as well. So, I think we're going to be good on copper. We do still need more clay for that silo. But that's not a heavy priority right now. It's important to get it done soon, but it's not like it has to be done right this second bad. Making the money would be more important. And also, doing this favor for Robin, unsurprisingly, will, yes, give you friendship points with her as well. So that's one additional reason to do it. But if you're looking for the axe and you're also going for the spring onions, good news, they're very close together. You will not have to make too terribly long of a trip out here for one or the other when you can do both. On the bottom right of this map in Cindersap Forest, it's down here. If you found the lost axe, better return it to Robin. And no, you cannot use it like a weapon or anything like that. You'll just hold it over your head like you would with any other sort of item that you're trying to gift somebody, or food item or anything like that. So, nope. No dice. It cannot be used for that. Sorry to disappoint. Since we're already here, how are we doing with, like, anybody else? Yeah, we've got a little bit of a rapport with Linus now. It's not open until 9. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it then. Linus is, again, he's a pretty easy one to make friends with, especially because I say, unless it's raining, fishing up in the mountains is good, so you can see him there and give him a forageable. Anytime you're going to the mines, he'll be there. He doesn't lock his door because it's a tent, so you can always visit him at any time. Even if he's in his bed asleep, you can still gift him something. So, as a result of basically being available 24/7 and also being really easy to find things that he likes, he's pretty easy to build up a friendship with, which is nice. Okay, drop those off. Send in the copper. I don't think I'm going to be needing these for the day, so I'm just going to leave those there. I don't think there's really anything here. I could give her that one single piece of hardwood, I guess. Yeah, why not? It's just one piece of hardwood. It is important to get the 10 on it. Yes, I know hardwood's hard to come by, even with the forest farm, but it will be pretty easy once we upgrade the axe enough to break the bigger stumps. Which I do want to do, but that's definitely going to be after Egg Festival is taken care of. The strawberries are more important than upgrading the tools right now. But once that's taken care of, then we can start focusing on that a little bit more. Let's see what we got. Some coal, I'll take it. Now, I can't give Linus this horseradish, even though I just talked about it, because, unfortunately, we've already given him 2 gifts this week. We've given him 2 weeks this gift. No. We've given him 2 gifts in the week, and that is your maximum limit. You can only do 2 in a week, and you cannot do more than 1 per day. Thankfully, that's a quest item, therefore it doesn't count. But yep, there's the lost axe. Robin lost her favorite axe. The last time she remembers using it, she was cutting wood south of Marnie's ranch. Oh, so they give you a bit more of a hint in the journal. That's nice. But yeah, there you go. There's a heart between talking to her, gifting that, and also giving her the axe back. We're insulated from the rest of the world here in Stardew Valley. Maybe that's a good thing. Yeah, maybe so. Sebastian, you're probably can't go inside your room because I don't have enough friendship with you. Ooh, where do we go from here? I kind of do want to stick to the mountains, but I think overall when raining... I don't know. Yeah, see, the thing about this is, if you were doing multiplayer, I would say probably stick to up here, because it's like, yeah, it's raining and the catfish gives a lot of experience, but time is going by when you're in multiplayer, even when you've got a catfish on the line, so it's probably ultimately not worth the time. But in single player, yeah, it probably is. The catfish is worth a lot, it gives you a lot of experience, so yeah, ultimately the answer is probably yes, it is worth it. I do, again, want to take a quick look down at the beach, though, and see what we're dealing with there. Maybe got some sea urchins, and I can show off the character that's down here, who's really only got one purpose, but he's not going to be allowing me to do anything just yet, because again, don't have a high friendship with the any particular villager. Ooh, there's some clay, that's good. See, good thing I came down here. Also, we got this book, Jack Be Nimble, Jack Be Thick. He do be thick, sure, we'll go with that. But yes, that is a new power. This allows you to gain 1 defense. One defense. You just have it. Nice and simple, very helpful. I don't think anybody would be upset by getting that. This is the Old Mariner. He's got an old amulet to sell, but he says something tells me you're not ready for it. He's right, we won't be ready for a while. And for those that have played the game, before you ask, the answer is no, I have not. I have not decided on who. Which probably gives away what it is, but yeah, not sure yet. Have not picked anyone in particular. I could go with who I usually go with. I could go with something new and change it up. I could pick completely at random. You can let me know in the comments who you think I should go for. Up to you. I mean, ultimately, the decision obviously falls to me. Oh, I missed a spring onion. I forgot they can appear on that really bottom area by the sewers. It smells. Yeah, it's sewage. It's going to do that. Why is it locked? I want to explore the sewers. No, you don't. I think Gunther is the key. Professor Gunther? The man who runs the museum? Why do you think he has it? Maybe the boy likes waiting around and poop. I don't know. I don't know what he does in his spare time. I saw a big rusty old key fall out of his pocket one time. A creepy sewer door like this, it's just got to be a match for that big old rusty key. I like the little pointing finger there. There's something in there. And they run away. There's something moving around in there. Yeah, Jazz, I literally just said that. You don't stand in the sewage. That's nasty. So yes, there is something in that little access point. I've not shown that before, and there is one in town as well that will lead to the same area, but you're not going to be able to get that key for a while. They are correct, though. Jazz and Vincent are correct in the fact that the owner of the museum does have the key. And you'll get that by donating a certain amount of items to him, but you need quite a bit. It's not 100%, but it's a lot. So you're not going to be seeing that key for quite a while. If you are looking for things to donate to the museum, breaking open geodes is a good one. Mining itself for getting the gemstones is, of course, a good one. Fishing up the treasure chests while fishing will obviously give you ones. Hitting those artifact spaces anywhere you see them, because what artifact has a chance to pop up does depend on where you find them, whether it's town, back roads, Cindersap Forest, your farm, any of those. So those are your big ways to get them. There are other ways, namely through the desert, but those are going to be your big ones for the time being. I'm hoping we're going to have some good luck with fishing here. I do need to stick around down here anyway, because I do still need the bream, and I think that's the last fish that I can get through fishing directly in the spring. What I don't remember is if it appears if it's raining. I know it appears if it's not raining. It's just it appears late at night is the thing. But I don't remember if rain affects whether it will show up or not. So we'll find out together, I guess. It would be nice to see that level 6 pop up, but again, we'll see. I don't remember how far along it popped up for level 5, so I'm not sure if I'm close to 6 or not. This is where having that actual bar to be like, oh, you're like out of, I don't know, we'll just say, I'm picking random numbers here. Oh, you're like 855 out of 1,000. You're pretty close. There's the bream. Or, oh, you're only like 36 out of 100. You still got a pretty decent ways to go. It would be nice to see those numbers. But at the same time, it is kind of nice to have the mystery of it at the same time. So there's a fun to both, for sure. I know that's why a lot of people I've talked to before don't use the tattling or the peekaboo badge in the Paper Mario franchise. They don't want to know the health of the enemies. They'd rather keep it a mystery and just keep fighting as best they can without the knowledge there. And, you know, there's sides to both. Of one, is you can try to prioritize, like, how do I do exactly enough damage to conserve my resources, but also defeat the enemy? And if you've played the games a ton, you can be like, okay, I know the enemy's got 200 health, and I've done roughly this much damage. And just, like, try to play through it that way. It's a little bit sad that I'm going to have... I mean, like, I have no problem with the editing, but I want to record more after this, but I'm trying to do these in sets of 3. Mother catch. Well, that achievement's going to pop up for you right there, but I want to see what it is, because I didn't do that with the last one. It is under collections. There we go. Yeah, this was the first one. Mother catch 100 fish. Yeah, then the next one is 24 different fish. And then this is probably catch every fish, would be my guess. But yeah, you can see that you can see some of these. So like this one's like, earn 15,000. This is probably going to be a higher amount. It's probably 50 or 100,000. This is probably 1,000,000. So you can see a little bit of a hint for some of these, of course, on what you got to do. Delight the governor. I will try to get that one, but no promises on it. Yeah, we'll see. I still don't have this one on any of my files. So I'll grab this last one, and then we'll go whenever it decides to pop up, unless it takes too long. No, that'll be fine. River Jelly, I'll hang on to that. Hey, Shane. Yeah, I'll leave you alone. He'll warm up to you. I do like Shane a fair bit. He's got a very real story, I think. This game definitely has some moments. I wouldn't even say it's... I mean, it is dark, but it's realistically dark. Like people deal with real life stuff, unsurprisingly, and so it definitely feels like something that could truly happen. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna save this, and the coral. Rotate this around so I can see it a little bit better. I'll save one more catfish. Like I said, I usually try to save 2 of each thing, just in case somebody requests it. Other than that, I'm like just looking here. Am I missing anything? The bream. Yep, I need to keep that. So I'll keep a second one of that. We've got chub, we've got shad, we got catfish. Yeah, I think we're good to sell everything else in terms of the fish. And before me in the future is like, you idiot, you just sold something you weren't supposed to sell. Sorry, future me. Okay, that's all organized. I guess I'll just hang on to these for now. I don't really need them right this second. Already said hi to Callie. Off to bed. There we go. There's get. Look at that, over 2K on that. Very nice. I know that, like, after the chest, that's kind of feels like not a lot, but that's still like 20 strawberry seeds in a single day. So you know what? We'll take it. So yeah, the potatoes, I believe, are 50, I think. I've probably already either gone over this or will at some point. Potatoes are 50. They sell for 80 at base quality. But again, you can get higher quality ones, and also they have the chance to give you multiple on harvest. So that's why I think they are, yes, worth the price compared to parsnips. But again, the strawberries are probably your big money maker. All right, day 12. It is no longer raining. And how are the spirits looking? The bookseller's in town today. That is true. Spirits are mad. Great. We like it when the spirits are mad. That's a lie. It's going to be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the Egg Festival. The event will take place in Pelican Town starting between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Don't be late. Yeah, if you're late, then you're just going to miss it straight up. All right. Basic routine first and foremost. Get the bars going, which we're out of regular copper, which shows how quickly it went through, but we're good on that now. I put the clay in the wrong spot. That should go up here. We also have letters. Tomorrow we're holding the Egg Festival in the town square. You should arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to attend. You wouldn't want to miss the annual egg hunt. Certainly wouldn't, given how much I care about that reward. He lied. Speaking of rewards, it is time to reward ourselves with a good harvest of both the potatoes, but also the tulips. These obviously come in different colors, as you can literally see on screen with your optical receptors. I'm going to keep the purple ones because I can, and also because I just want to keep a couple of them, but I'll sell a few as well. Usually try to keep 5 of just base quality ones in case I need to like make any food recipes or anything when I get the chance. The rest of this is all getting sold. But that's not all. As you can see by this little plus mark there, I'm going to pause. As you can see by the plus mark, the kale is ready, but you have to harvest that with the scythe. So we'll keep some of this. The waxy leaves are great in soups and stir fries. I'll keep the normal ones, and I'll drop that quality one into the machine. There's nothing else I can put in here. Yeah, nothing else I can put in here. Actually, that's not true. I want to show this off. Quartz. You can put quartz in the machines, too, or in the furnaces. As for what those give you, you'll see in a moment. Looks like we're going to have a few spaces that are going to be empty, but that is okay. I'll talk about this, of course, on the day of the festival, but it is worth noting that you're going to want to, before you go to the festival, to till out as much space as you're going to plant your strawberries in, and also make sure you put the fertilizer down. Even the basic fertilizer, that's still going to give you something. And do that all before the event starts, because it says that you need to get there between 9 and 2. When the event's over, it's not 2 o'clock in game, it's 10 o'clock at night, which is not going to give you a lot of time to plant the seeds. So if you get everything ready, if you water all the ground, you till it, you put on the fertilizer, all you got to do is just plant the seeds themselves and you're good to go. That extra day can make a difference. You could also use the speed grow by buying it from Pierre's instead of doing the fertilizer for quality stuff. I think personally, at least for year 1, I prefer to do the fertilizer rather than the speed grow. But it's up to you on what you have a preference for. But yes, if you drop quartz into the furnace with a piece of coal, you'll get refined quartz, a more pure form of quartz. This is not the only way to get this object, and I'm willing to bet at least one person watching this was like, wait, you don't need the recycling machine for this? No, you don't. You can get it from the recycling machine by dropping either the broken CD or the broken glasses into it, and you'll pretty much be guaranteed to get one of these. But yeah, it's not the only way to get quality quartz. Oddly enough, you can do it with the fire quartz as well. You can get 3 pieces for doing that, but you're probably never going to do that with the fire quartz. But you can if you so choose. Speaking of choosing, let's choose to go check on the spring onions, and also the traveling merchant is in town, as well as the bookseller. I do want to show that off, even though I can almost guarantee you I will not be buying anything from the bookseller. I do want to show where that is and what books she has. The books are nice, but again, they're expensive. Pumpkin seeds. These are a fall crop. These are easy to buy at Pierre's. There's no point in doing this because I couldn't plant them even if I wanted to. Coral. You've seen me pick this up. Quality retaining soil. I've talked about how this is not great. It is better because that is a good chance. I think it's 60% instead of 30. It's not worth 300 gold. Poppy seeds. This is easily bought from Pierre in the summer, and I couldn't plant them anyway. Potato seeds. You can buy these now and not pay 1,000 gold. Red mullet. This is a summer fish. It's not too terribly hard to find. It's in the ocean, so we can wait on that. Pike. I believe this is also in summer, but it is in the river. It's difficult to catch, but it's not hard to find. Walleye. Ooh, that might be. I might do a quick bit of research on the walleye to make sure. If that one doesn't show up till fall, I might grab that. Orange sapling, again. If that was more than a single piece of iridium ore, I would say yes. But because it is a single piece of iridium ore, no. This is your ore that is your highest level. This is... You have copper, then iron, then gold, and then iridium is at the very top. You would normally not see this till much, much later in the game. Modern end table and rare seed. I'm going to check on that walleye, and we'll be right back before I make that decision. Okay, we're back. I accidentally clicked out of the window. That was my mistake. The answer is, unfortunately, yeah, I'm going to have to buy it. The walleye takes a while to find. This is only available, and this is required for a fishing bundle. Yeah, and the night fishing, which I could actually clear that right now. I might go do that real quick, since I'd have to go up to do the, well, I wouldn't have to check on the copper bars, but since I'd be going to the mountain lake anyway, because it's not raining. The walleye can only be found in fall and winter, and it has to be raining during fall or winter to find it. So, along with the tiger trout, if you're just going with collecting the fish naturally, this is going to be one of the last ones you find, because most of them can be found in either the spring, the summer, or both. Some of them you might not find for the center if you like. For example, the sandfish you can't get until you've unlocked the ability to go to the desert, at least in terms of catching it normally. So technically that one's later, but you could get it as early as you just save up all the money really quickly and get it that way. So mileage might vary on that. Looking for some supplies? No, I just came to talk to you. Has little Callie settled in yet? It's such a nice property for a pet to explore. What's mine is hers, and what's hers is also hers. So yeah, I'll take that to the community center along with anything else I need to, which I don't think there's much, but I can take the bream as well, since we'll be headed past there. We'll check the bookseller, of course. Since we are doing a fishing day today to try to bump up that money value, I'm going to go ahead and eat these. Might as well just crank this up all the way. Now, I could gamble on the fact that since I'm about to clear a fishing bundle by putting in the bream and the walleye, I could gamble on other bundles unlocking, but I don't think I'm going to. I'm going to take the potato with me. I don't think there... Well, at the wood and the stone, I could probably do that. Just running through this real quick to see if there's anything I'm missing that I can donate. Yeah, I'll take the potato with me too, just to say I did it. Put these down here so I don't accidentally eat them or anything like that. I do think completing that bundle probably will unlock at least one more, and it's probably going to be the one that you will, more likely than not, it'll be the first one you clear. I did say I was going to get that construction stuff taken care of other than the hardwood though. Let's go ahead and do that. I didn't want to risk throwing away 99 stone when we had like 100, but since we have 300 now, 99's not as big of a deal anymore. And wood was 198 because it's 2 sets. That still gives us plenty. 256. Oh, nice. That's 16 squared. Yes, I'm a nerd for knowing that. So we'll drop those off. I'll show off the bookseller, and we'll see what else we got here. Of course, the other upside of going through town like this is I also get to take a little poke around and be like, are there any artifact spots, perchance? Nothing new on the notice board. Again, the next birthday is Haley's, and that's after the Egg Festival. I hope things are going well in Fantasy Farm. I hate to see it all dried up. No, they're going alright. They're going pretty good, I'd say. Swing down here and check for anything, primarily sea urchins, though with mad spirits I would not expect to see much here today. Ah, but look at that. We got one anyway. And a little bit of gold ore. That's not enough to make a bar, but you know what? I'll take it. Sometimes you might find a set of 2 somewhere and a set of 3 and like a geode, and lo and behold, you've got a gold bar that you can use for... probably your first one will go to the community center, if we're being honest. Which is a bundle we haven't seen yet, but we'll get to it. So the bookseller, where is the bookseller? Great question. What's up, farmer guy? Almost forgot, it's my day for doing push-ups. Every time I do push-ups, I try to do one more than last time. Pretty cool strategy. Yeah, until you're like on day 360 of it. It's a fine looking day. On days like this, I like to help Evelyn with the public gardens. Oh, that's nice of you. So here's a little thing that shows a balloon to the side, and that's telling you, hey, the bookseller's over here. So you might go over here and be like, this is Joja Mart. What are you talking about? There's no bookseller here. You gotta go a little bit to the north to find them. And they're up here. Up this little staircase, and lo and behold, here they are. You can trade in books. If you've already gotten a book before, it's just gonna give you experience in whatever it's based on. So like, let's say you get a fishing one of like, oh, it allows you to find a treasure chests more frequently. I'm just making one up. And you read that book, and then you find the same book again, and it will give you some fishing experience. Okay, you're at level 10 fishing. Now you don't need it for anything. You can trade in the book here. You can also buy books, and again, these are expensive. I guess that one's not too bad, but still. And like I said, some of these are just specifically like this one. They're just for experience. Of course, there are other stuff. There are other things in here that are pretty good. And here's the farming one, some fishing. Way the wind, you run a little bit faster, and yes, there is a part 2 to this. You gain a little extra speed when riding a horse. You'll run a lot faster through grass and crops. Through grass and crops. And dogs. Lots of dogs. People that can't control their dogs. All the time. Yes, we hear the dogs. Thank you. Alright, now that the dog is busy screaming into the void, or done busy screaming into the void. Hey, there's another one. Well, I might drop that off since I'm already here. Nope, the dog is still screaming into the void. You know what? I'm just going to keep talking over it because I can. And maybe you won't hear in the background, or I can cut out when it's being particularly loud. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and drop that off since we're already here. Might as well go ahead and do that. I know this is cutting into fishing time, but even then, I think we'll be okay. Like I said, I want about 5k, but I think we're mostly good here. Already talked to Caroline for the day, so we're good there. We'll put this here. And that's probably part of the skeleton. No, that was like a number amount, I think. Melon seeds. Nice to have the extras, but I hate to just... Alright, fine. Y'all can just go instead of just being polite and letting me through. But unfortunately, melon seeds are a summer crop, so there's not going to be any planting those for the time being. But those are a pretty good choice for crop. Melon is pretty high up there along with blueberry for what a lot of people consider to be the best summer seed. Just saw Mari there. I might go talk to her after. Alright, so it's these two, but we're going to start over here since we've got some other stuff as well. So there's There's a potato. These take longer to grow, so I'm not surprised that we don't have them yet. So yeah, it's the construction bundle, which is down here. Those and that. You can see why now, though. Like, some people would only make a trip if you could finish out a bundle in full. Because otherwise, like, yeah, you're getting it out of your hair, but you're not getting anything, and you're, in a way, kind of wasting time. A glow ring. A regular-sized glow ring, mind you. And yes, that does open what I expected, which is one of the easier ones to fill out, which is that one down there. And it's only that one, surprisingly. Yeah, we're going to swap out that glow ring for the nice big one. I do definitely have some stuff I need to take to that Adventurers Guild and sell, so since we're headed that way, I might do that. One of the upsides of taking a long time is they're now open, so I can drop off some excess junk I just don't need, and I can make some money off of that. But yes, that one that just opened up, I could have shown it off, but I can always show it here, is the Boiler Room. As you can see at the bottom, there are different rewards for this. I didn't mention this, and I don't know why. Mostly because you could probably read it yourself. There are different rewards like a greenhouse, and we'll talk about what each does when we actually unlock it. A bridge repair, the glittering boulder removed, minecarts repaired. This is the big one you're going to want. You've been seeing the minecarts, and they allow you to travel between other minecart locations. This is one you're going to want to unlock, and the good news is it's almost assuredly going to be the first one you unlock, because there's really only two things that are a little difficult in that entire set to find, which is good news. Let's see, we're going to put this in here. For now, even though these are summer seeds, I'm going to put them in here. And what are we getting rid of? We're getting rid of all that. I don't need any of it. So yeah, we'll sell this junk once we get there. And I think we're good to go. I'm going to show that bundle real quick. So here's your bundle. This is one of the two that's kind of hard to get, kind of, the gold bar. The other two aren't too bad. It's just because the gold's on low floors, but it's not crazy difficult or anything. The Adventurers Bundle, you only have to pick two of these. None of these are difficult to come by. Maybe the Solar Essence, but the other ones are not that hard to come by. And the Geologist Bundle, the only thing in here that's going to take time to get is probably that Fire Quartz, because again, it's on lower floors. But it's not difficult to find, it's just it's going to take time to physically get to those lower floors. So probably the Fire Quartz will usually be the last thing you end up putting in there. And then you'll have the minecarts back, which will help because it doesn't just take you to the mines. There's several places. There's one that you've already seen that's over by Clint's shop. There's one that was by the bus stop, so it's an easy way to warp back home. There's a couple other spots that unlock once you get the areas for them unlocked, which is a nice little bonus as well. So they are extremely helpful, and you'll be spoiled when you go to an empty file and don't have them anymore, and you're sitting there going, why does it take so long to get back? But for now, let's drop off some of this excess stuff I don't need. And we're going to go to our usual fishing spot. Probably say hi to Sebastian when he decides to... Well, actually, he probably won't be out here. He'll probably be at the saloon since it's Friday. But that's okay. Let's drop that here. And now the saga of fishing begins once more. What a time to be alive. It's times like these where I also am kind of thinking, like, okay, at what point do I just, like, cut to maybe just the catches or just cut straight to the end and be like, here's what we caught. And, you know, unless something interesting comes up, like with the treasure chests, then just don't show any of it. And honestly, we're probably there by this point. So, you know what? I think we might end up doing that. I might just cut to, the end of the day and say, here's what we caught. And if you would like to continue to watch me fish or yammer on about things that are going on in life, then just let me know and I'll keep that section in. But for now, we'll just show the highlights, if there are any highlights. And otherwise, we'll skip right to the end of the day. Hey, speaking of highlights, Neptune's Glaive. This is not like the best sword in the game by any stretch of the imagination, but compared to what we have, this is really good. An heirloom from beyond the Gem Sea, 18 to 35 damage. Our other sword did like 6 to 8 by comparison, so yeah, this is pretty good. Even with the minus speed, you're getting some additional defense, which is nice, and it's got the +1 attack on it. So yeah, we're going to be keeping that sword. That's going to be a nice little sword. All right. Now let's get ahead to when something else interesting happens, which will hopefully be on the next treasure chest we get. Alright, this is what our haul's looking like. I don't think I got a single chest. I didn't fail any catches, because these aren't as hard as the catfish. So yeah, there was no additional treasure chest or anything like that, but this is what we're looking like at midnight. And I do want to make sure that I get back to have a full energy bar for tomorrow to make sure I can get plenty of things tilled and watered and all that for the strawberries. Did get a level, so at least I believe that's a level. So we actually could stay a little bit longer. I believe we were at level 5, not 6. I don't remember seeing that you've got a new idea to sleep on, though, which is a bit weird. But, hey, we'll take it. So maybe I'll do, like, 1 or 2 more casts here. I did want to point out, too, so now's as good a time as any to point this out, is you can see the difference between the light glow ring, or the small glow ring, and the regular size glow ring. The glow itself is less, but that's only because they're not being stacked right now, because remember I had 2 on top of each other. And now I've got a magnet ring, a small magnet ring, I believe. Yep. And the glow ring. So the glow itself, that's why it looks less. But as you can see, the size of the ring itself is very, very much bigger. And once you've got a glow ring, even a small one, but in particular once you've got the large glow ring, this sort of eliminates any real need for campfires. So you can kind of get rid of those if you want to. You've probably already noticed this as the fact that I've had them since day 1 or 2. That the campfires don't require any fuel. They're still burning now, so they'll last forever. You don't have to add more wood or anything to them, which is nice. But yeah, if you feel like the campfires are getting in the way or anything like that, at this point, if you've got the glow ring, you can give those up. I think we're good here. I'm going to just go ahead and sell that. Is there anything else I want to give up here? I can give up the clam. I can give up the coral. Stuff that's taking excess spots here. Because I've got multiple qualities of them. Anything in here I would... Yeah, I've got plenty of these. I'll dip out a fair few of these. We'll cut out some of these. This is just like trying to go for quick money here, but don't sell anything completely in terms of gems. Always keep at least 1 on you for sure. And this looks like we will be good and hopefully get a fair bit of money here. Alright, let's see what we're looking like. Yeah, I know that's going to be the sound of, hey, you just hit the 10,000 mark because we're right on the edge of it. And yeah, level 2 farming, I forgot I also got that because of getting the tulips and the potatoes. So that's another point for the watering can and the hoe, which is good. That will make farming a little bit easier tomorrow. The stone fence, which I don't ever use. The mayonnaise machine, which I'll use a little bit once we get further on. This will let you craft your eggs into mayonnaise. And it's not just the regular chicken eggs either. There's other types. And the sprinkler. The sprinklers are great. Not the default one, though. This sucks. Don't craft this unless you're doing the craft every item. In which case, craft it and then immediately sell it. Do not make the regular sprinklers. They're crap. Don't bother with them. And yeah, the level 6 fishing... Extra fishing rod proficiency. A couple different bobbers here. I can't equip any of these. If you find these, great, use them. If you find these and like me, you don't have the rod to use them, sell them or wait until, you can save them until you get the big fishing rod at the end. And the bait maker. I don't think I've ever used this, but I think that's because this is a relatively new item, and so I've just never crafted it and used it. So that is what our money's looking like. Another 4K. That basically doubles what we had, which is good. That'll put us at about 8. And I'm still undecided on what I'm going to do exactly for how many strawberries. But this gives us the option to pick up quite a few. If you'd like to look at the details here. Here's the potatoes, the tulips, the kale. The kale's a pretty good amount, too. I know this is a silver star quality, but still. Foraging, I mean, these aren't worth much, but it's still something. Here's your fishing. As you can see, the big hitters here, the bullheads and the largemouth bass, unsurprising. The mining, the amethyst not worth a lot, but 400G is 400G, and the quartz, again, while not a lot, it's still something. And then a couple of the green algae that I didn't really have any use for. But there we go. Again, as it will pop up with the achievement, it might not be there anymore because I took a while to go through that. Nope, it's still there. Greenhorn, it's 15K, my mistake, not 10. But yes, that is an achievement, as it tells you, for getting 15K total. So there we go. that's taken care of. We've got about 9k in gold, a little bit more than that on hand, and tomorrow will be, well, today, but the next video will be the Strawberry Festival, or the Egg Festival. Really, it's the Strawberry Festival, let's be real. The egg hunt's there, but the reward for the egg hunt, at least in year 1, is not as good as being able to get the strawberries. So, yeah, the next video, the first day, will probably be decently quick, as it will be getting the farm ready for the strawberries, planting the strawberries, and then subsequently going to bed, and then we'll move on to day 14. What I might start doing, if I decide ultimately to, like, cut more than I have been, because I know I cut out a lot of that fishing, if we get to the point of, like, I'm hitting, like, under 30 minutes for 2 days total, we might start occasionally doing 3 days, and if that's the case, then what I'm going to start doing into each video is at the top of the description, I'll say, like, days 15, 16, and 17 of spring year 2, or whatever the case might be, so you can straight up see what days these are. But we'll see. For now, I'm going to keep it at the 2 days, and that'll just kind of be a play it by ear thing of if I feel like we're, you know, if there's nothing, and so I can cut a bunch, if it's just a lot of walking around, but we'll see. For now, like, there's a lot to do, lots to see still, so I don't want to cut too much. But yeah, we'll play it by ear. Until then, I'm a little disappointed that this is the last video I'm going to record, because I could be doing the Strawberry Festival, be getting those planted, but no, we're going to have to wait on that. Thank you all for watching, and in the next episode, we'll be doing just that. We'll be getting those strawberries planted, ready for making some, like, actual, real, heavy-hitting money here. I know it seems like we've been doing pretty decent, but pales in comparison to what you could be doing. And that also means that we'll start getting some of the other projects done once we pick up money after that, like getting the tools upgraded, getting some of the stuff like the silo finally freaking built, which I'll probably get enough clay by tilling up land, but we'll see that in future episodes. Until then, thank you all for watching. This has been pitmarthroy with Stardew Valley, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later!